Yo, yo. What up? What up? Yo. What up? What up? Hey. Hey, welcome. Welcome to Benny's crib. What up? Yeah, just leave your shoes over there. It's cool. Yeah, thanks. Does that sound cool? Yo, what up? Welcome to Benny's crib. The freshest ink you have is the knuckles, but you're saying your first tattoo ever was on this one too?
Yes, the ring finger. It
And
says
you just got that done in Boston, and you just came here.
Noon was my appointment. Sure
So you
did.
just took the.
Roxie Heart pulling up to the crib, fresh off a flight.
Yes, sir.
Unprecedented before. I'm sorry, we didn't even start with the usual introduction, but we have to be, giving a moment for history here. But we live.
I'm crying.
It's another day, another night, another evening here at the crib. This is Benny's crib. This is interviews featuring artists out here in the 207. Tonight, we have an artist making waves out here in hip-hop and R&B. Roxie Heart, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Tremendous. This time I am recording, actually.
Period.
We are live here. It's kind of bright, so I'm gonna acclimate real quick, yo. Just to get back to the topic at hand.
Got double shades. I'm crying.
2 shades.
2 shades? Like 2 chains?
Yeah, no, 4 chains, 2 shades. Shout out Titty Boy from what was Ludacris's crew called? Disturbing the Peace, DTP. That sound right?
That's where he's from?
Yeah.
He was a duffel bag boy.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my
Ludacris.
song.
That shit was ill. Well, actually, this is probably a good time to kind of get into that era because Roxie Hart's been making some waves out here in 2024, but the first question we ask everybody here at the podcast originates kind of back in the OG days of your youth.
Mm-hmm.
What is your first memory of hip-hop?
94.5 playing Dear Mama all the time on the radio. That's like the first song I remember.
94.5 is which city is it?
That's Boston. Jamming 94.5.
That's what I was
Mero
thinking.
and Pebbles, they always play Dear Mama and that song, like Biggie, 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 whatever. Those.
Yeah, Hypnotized.
I was born in 93, so I was 6 listening to that stuff. But no, I don't really like those songs very much, but I heard them. And they still play them shits right now.
Oh, yeah.
Every 5 minutes.
Now it's on the throwback radio.
Mm-hmm.
But you were bumping in the car as a youngin' in the city of the Beantown. We in Maine right now, but you're from Boston originally, right? You were born there?
Yeah, I was born in Boston, Brigham and Women's. And then I went from Boston to Milton, which is like an outskirt of Massachusetts. And then back to Boston, South Carolina. And I lived in 4 different cities down there. Greenville, Columbia, Fountain Inn, and Simpsonville. And then we moved to Maine.
Damn. What year, what age did you come to Maine?
2006. I was 12 when I moved here.
So it's a pretty formative year. It's an interesting year to
Probably the most important one.
Yeah, I was going to ask, where did you grow up the most if you had to put a place on it?
See.
That sounds like a tough question, though, because you've been in a lot of
I was
places.
going to say it is tough because each part of my life that was important was in a different state. So it depends what part of my life you think I learned, what did you want to know I learned stuff about or from. I had my children in Maine. I went to school in Maine. I got my heart broken, man, went to jail in Maine. Everything happened in Maine, so I would consider that. When I go places, I'm I'm from Maine. But I also, when I was here, I still always went to Boston every weekend. So, I'm from both places. I just never was, I didn't have friends there. I just was there doing, this type of stuff. I was in pageants and dance school and acting and modeling and stuff. Not really, hanging out with people's kids.
So it's definitely New England.
Yes,
It's
that's why I say that, New England.
It sounds like you've been up through a lot of stuff up here in Maine, too, so we got to shout out that.
Life.
That's why we out here at Benny's Crib. There's a lot of stories in the 207 to be
You're
told.
going to have to do part 2, part 3, fucking with me.
Yeah, Roxie Heart's Crib.
Yeah.
Or I'm thinking straight from the heart. You got your own podcast.
It's my birthday in a couple of weeks. Maybe we could do a special.
Hey, there we go.
Sad season. Mm-hmm.
When you arrived in Maine for the first time, what were your initial impressions?
It was ugly. That's literally me and my brother looked at each other and was like, "Ma, this is ugly." My brother Tony, tell him, shout out to him. He's an artist too. He was an artist before I was. He's just more responsible than me, which is why I'm still an artist. But yeah, no, that's the first words uttered when we took the bus up here. Greyhound, right, College Street.
I took it right to Congress.
what is that shit?
It's not there anymore. But
No, yeah, it took us to that little one first. I'm like, oh, this is, I knew we weren't stopping this. I'm like, maybe where we're going is nicer. We get to Lewiston. Nicer? No way. We were like one of the first black families. At that time,
this
it was
is
like
because this is like
2006.
Yeah, 2006.
The refugees had just got here.
20 years ago.
Shut up. But yes.
Allegedly.
Basic. I'm 30, so yeah, damn near. And when I came here is when all the Somalians and Ethiopians that just became refugees, they came over here. I went to Kennedy Park. I'll never forget the shit they were all sitting on. And this is no disrespect to them. Some of my favorite friends are Somali. I fuck with them. Wallahi. But this is the first, I was like so confused because Maine's supposed to be like a white place. And I come and I see mad Africans. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this the alternate universe right now? I was so confused.
Different vibe than what you hear probably about Maine. Because Maine's, I think, like legit the whitest state.
And they call it vacation land. You think it's like, well, maybe Vermont is.
I
think Vermont's number one.
Definitely in New England, probably.
Just in general. Yeah. But literally, that's so it confused me. And I'm like, all right, this is like, I thought of it as a kid, like, this is where people go. Not to die, but like, you know, like this is like the...
That's Florida.
Think of like I feel like it's the place where the rejects go. Like every pure person that I knew there was sent here. They didn't come here on their own. Like I found Lewiston and I want to go there. Someone told them to go there or they were sent there. So it was like the outcast from wherever they was from. Go to Lewiston. You might make a better life there. But where you at, don't be here. That's how I felt about it. Not, again, I'm one of them. My first, You Don't Love Me Back was called Rejected at first. Not You Don't Love Me Back. I'm one of them too. I'm a reject, a misfit, outcast, black sheep, whatever you want to call it. But we all are here. That's why, well, I know that now. I didn't know that obviously then. I'm like, okay, Maine is where people make stuff up. You create. People in Maine are creators. They make shit up. They grow stuff.
That's true for sure.
You give it to us, we make it better. But then there's people who, like, obviously you succumb to life. But most people I know here, they make they own their own businesses. They do their own thing, no matter where they came from.
Yeah, it's like a lot of, what they call rugged individualism.
Rugged
it's almost
roots.
like
Shout
people
out
are
to
too prideful. It's like motherfuckers just gotta do it on their own out here. You know?
And it's a gift and a curse. But it's like, if anyone, the people who know me personally, I always make it seem like we have this chit chat a lot about life being a video game. The more stuff that happens to me, I know that shit is true. And I feel like this level, like Maine, I beat that shit. But I come back from time to time because I know the cheat codes and I know how to get through it without getting my ass in trouble or losing a life. Every state to me is like a different level. I've been to a few of them. I ain't beat them all, but Maine, I mastered that shit.
You get the speed run down.
On dogs.
What were your hobbies as a youngin'? Did you have like any particular interests?
Same shit. I literally been the same way.
That's like, pretty funny. Yeah.
I'm not no different. I just know more words. But I always been a pageant girl, entertainment, modeling, getting dressed.
Being on stage, talking.
Well, actually not talking.
I would say, well, you seem pretty acclimated to camera.
Well, acting. Now, I would say there's such a difference because I talk when I'm comfortable and I'm way more comfortable with myself now. But there was a time I didn't speak at all actually because people would make fun of my voice and be like, why you sound like that? Why you sound like that? You sound like a munchkin. You sound like a baby.
Damn.
Or they think I'm trying to make myself
bullying
sound. It is
straight up.
But because I look whatever. So I never heard nobody say I look bad, but you know, I ain't trying to sound like arrogant, but I'm just saying since I look nicer, people don't look at it as bullying. But it made me so self-conscious about my voice. I didn't talk.
You can't control your voice, yo, really.
Yo, they'll be like, you're trying to make yourself sound cute. Like when boys come around, I'm like, no, I just sound like this. Like you can make me mad and see how loud the baby could get, but I'm still gonna sound like my tone of voice is still soft. So I didn't talk for mad long. Everybody be like, I just started making music 2019. That's when I started talking.
Yeah. Damn. Well, I want to get into that. That's a great segue because before we hit 2019, I think it's important to look back at where kind of musical roots start. And I was going to ask if there was music in your household or musicians in your family, but it sounds like your brother is into music, right?
Yeah.
Talk on that.
Maine. Like I said, Maine makes you, it puts your back against the wall, so you don't got no choice but to be all the way you or be like them. You're not like them. Most people here are not like anyone I've met. So it's like he used to, when we lived, right before I moved out, because I was kind of fast, he had a studio inside the closet, like right in the front door. And he He got diagnosed with ADHD when we were younger, so he got Adderall when we were children. So before we all know what it does now. So as a kid, and a teenager, he's on Adderall, and I hope that he doesn't take offense to me telling him this, but to me this is cool and it's inspirational. So sorry if you're offended, but I love you so much. It was just his birthday too. But he would sit up all night and he would just make songs, literally by himself. He would record himself, and he would not write this.
How
shit.
old is he?
He's 31. No, he's 32 now.
I mean, like, so he
At this time, he
close
was
to your age.
Yeah, we're a month, a day, and a year apart. He's like my twin, damn near.
Wait, really? Mm-hmm. Huh, that's pretty like.
No, we're really like
a month, a day, and a year.
He's November 15th, 92. I'm December 14th, 93.
That's very, very interesting.
And yeah, we do the same thing. That's my friend, low key, but he would sit in there and just make songs all fucking night, and he would never write nothing down. His first thing was called No Pad, No Pen, like on some Lil Wayne shit. That's his favorite rapper. And he just did that shit for so long. It made everybody else around Lewiston and Auburn start coming to him to make music. Like, literally, my family was like the originators of, I ain't gonna say everything, but yes, everything as far as Lewiston and Auburn goes. My family, we take chances. So we were the first ones to try some shit. It might have not gone all the way through, but we put ideas out. Me and my brother joke around, call myself the idea man, because I come up with the ideas. But that's like, he used to bring everyone to the house to record. Other than that, no one really did music at all. I don't know my family very well. I know my mom and my brother that I'm talking about, Tony Tellum, and my oldest brother, Nick. He's very serious. He don't do music. He has good taste in music, but he's very quiet. Yeah. My mom, she could sing, but
were they playing music at all in the crib though? Like you mentioned, like the radio was on.
No, my mom, she likes to sing and dance, but she's a chef.
That's still, that's creative too.
Yeah,
definitely
she fucks with that. Her art with that presentation's good, but she can just really sing. She isn't a singer though. Like when I did pageants, she made up all my dances for me, choreographed everything. Whoa. Like I never thought about it until recently. I'm like, damn, Ma.
You got a bunch of artists in the family.
You really did some ill shit, because every dance, and I never lost. That's the cool part. I never lost any pageant.
You got an undefeated pageant record?
I got second place one time, and I walked off and cried because I thought that was losing.
One silver.
Y'all was so upset.
How many gold you get?
It's mostly trophies. I got crowns and trophies.
Oh, got you.
And I won money and stuff like that, scholarships.
Oh, damn.
So, like, I won a bank account once. And, yeah, I won a lot of money. When I was in a movie, I got money for that. My mom, she did a good job.
Yeah, you got she definitely looking out. Good looking out.
Shout out to my mama.
Shout out to mom. Shout out my mom, too. Shout out to good moms out there. Very blessed.
Yeah, she actually paid attention to, like, she's the opposite of me. But, like, she's not girly and shit. Mm-hmm. But she paid attention to what I'm like, and she just pours into it. No matter, even so right now. She's, right now, my biggest supporter still.
That's awesome. Front row at the shows?
She can't be, because she helps me with my children. But when she can be, she's in some of my pictures. She be there.
That's ill.
She came to my big show, whatchamacallit, Hot Beach Bash.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. Who was it?
It was Maya.
Oh, Maya. I was going to say, Erica Banks. Maya is, I love
First of all, she's beautiful.
Maya's, yeah, I had a crush on Maya the first time I saw her. I don't even know.
Exactly the same.
Because I think did she sing on the Rugrats movie?
Yes, the theme song is
Take
her.
Me There with Mace. Y'all, shout out Maya. Maya, you always got a seat on Benny's crib if you ever in Maine.
No, she is so nice. I couldn't even sit and talk to her for so long because they were rushing us through everything. And it was a thunderstorm. So like,
oh yeah, and that's at the beach. Oh yeah, we'll get into that. I don't want to jump too far in the line.
No, well, she was nice. I wish I could have talked to her more, but I'm sure we'll do more stuff. That was my first big show though.
Yeah, that's amazing because you got into music in 2019. Before we get into your like initial kind of, I hear the cat behind me now. Yo, one time the cat knocked this off. It's actually broken. I'll show motherfuckers. It's dented. You can see if you've been watching
it's worth more money. Hold on, when your podcast blows.
Hey, there we go.
That shit's gonna be a collectible.
Yeah, the cat gave me like a cacti stab right in the neck with a broken vase.
Call it a cat tie.
I get it. Shit, yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, the idea man strikes again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I done forgot my place, man. The cat.
You said don't talk about shows. As I was about to talk about.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say don't jump the gun because I want to get there. Where did you get your name? Is it from the movie Chicago?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Finally, someone knows without me saying it first. That's how I know the type of people I'd be around.
It's good journalism. You know?
It's my favorite movie. First of all, I love musicals in general.
So now I remember. Actually, I'll do this. I'll say what I think Chicago is and shit. Okay, I ain't seen it, but I want someone who's like favorite movie is to say Chicago. I think was like a pretty big musical that was also a movie in the early 2000s. And That motherfucker from Pretty Woman's in it, I think. Richard Gere,
Yes,
maybe.
he's the lawyer.
And then she got his name with a Z in it. Zellweger, I think's in it too.
That's Roxy.
And Catherine. I think Catherine
Zeta Jones is both
in
the
it.
Z's. I thought that's who you were
Whoa,
referring to. Yeah.
there's two Z's, and there's just a bunch of singing and shit. That's
It's
all
awesome.
I know.
The Queen Latifah and Maya is in it, which is why I was so excited
all right, yeah.
when
So
they let me do her
What is
shit.
Chicago? Break it down. What's
So
Chicago?
that is you're right. But so the point of the movie, what it's about is Roxy. Basically, she wants to be famous, like me. She wants to be a singer. She's just a dumb mechanic's wife, as she likes to call it, and she wanted to do Broadway. And Catherine Zeta-Jones, she looks up to her in that movie. She was already doing Broadway.
Catherine Zeta's the star.
Yes, but she goes to jail for murdering her twin sister and her man because she caught them cheating. So while she's getting arrested, like Roxy's watching all this shit. She's in there because she works at the club. She meets a guy. The guy's like, "Oh, I can get you a record deal. I can help you get famous," type shit. She fucks him. Excuse my French.
No, you can swear.
She fucks him, but mind you, Roxy's married to Amos. But she fucks this dude because she thinks it's about to help her and Amos get out.
The path to stardom.
Yes, literally, exact words. And so after the guy gets what he wants from her, she's like, "All right, now let's talk about my set." And he's like, "Bitch, I ain't no record producer or nothing like that. I'm a furniture salesman." She's like, "You lying to me."
Classic Hollywood shit.
Yeah, so she pulls out her steel from the top drawer and she unalives him. I like to say on
Wait,
TikTok.
so her and Zeta just killing people in the movie.
It's the 1920s, the roaring 20s.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
This
no.
movie sounds kind of good.
It's about all the women that are badasses, right?
But they be singing songs the whole time, right?
Well, they break it down. You've seen High School Musical. There's regular words, and then they go to
We're all in this together.
yes. You feel me? I'm crying. So like you know how they have the acting part in the middle, and then it's like that. So basically, she kills the guy who lied to her. Her husband comes home. She tries to say he broke into the crib. He didn't break in. The neighbor saw them kissing. She snitched. Roxy goes to jail for murder. Wow. So the
That's
whole
where
thing
Zeta is, right?
Yep. So she sees her, and that's how they weren't friends at all. Actually, it was like ops. She was kind of annoyed with Roxy, like, bitch, get out. Like she just didn't like that she liked her so much. But so Roxy's like, all right, I'll take your spot. Richard Gere is the lawyer. He helps her. Because she's sexy. He sexies her up even more, makes her more confident. Yeah. Now Roxy basically, she's doing this in court and all that stuff, and
Whoa.
you know, like she's showing her leg.
Yeah.
It's the roaring 20s. Whatever she did, whatever she had to do to get out of.
Flappers.
Yes.
That's what they call
Think
them,
of that.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, all the little friends shimmy stuff.
Yeah, the tassels.
They smoking
and
cigarettes
moving
and all
their
that.
waist and the
Finger
tassels,
waves,
and
yes.
they got the long cigarettes,
Just like
headbands
that.
and shit.
And finger waves and everything.
Rampant alcoholism.
Exactly. So during that time is when you could literally kill somebody and be sexy and get off
And
death
sing
row.
a song about it.
And get off death row.
Chicago.
Like that. Spirit fingers. So
And that's where your name comes from.
Yes, because while I seen that movie, I used to go by Jay De Niro back in the day when I was like, I'm gonna make a rap. It was corny. It was the spin-off my name I made when I ran away. So I didn't do music really.
Like an alias?
Yeah.
What was your alias?
Genevieve Marie Carter. My friend made that up
Whoa.
when I used to run away.
That's cool. You still.
But yeah, so boom, whatever. I'm Roxy because of that. I was fighting my case and I beat it because I think I was sexy. I think he liked me.
The judge?
Yeah. So,
Allegedly.
He was very nice. He gave me probation instead of what I could have got. I was facing 4 years.
Damn.
So he made it go from class A to a class C. That's why I say it in my song Magic, my very first song. I'm like, I took my class A to a class C. I'm a leader in my class
So you
C.
about it. You live in the bars.
I'm definitely, there's no cap in
the
my rap. Unfortunately, there's definitely no cap in my rap, even the sad and bad stuff.
Hey, life's about lessons, you know? Finesse
That's
the
kind of how
system.
I write this stuff, is just because it's happening to me. So yeah.
Wow. Chicago.
I'm not from Chicago, never been there, but
But
it resonated.
It's the
She
musical.
became famous after too. And the fun fact, no cap, this was the icing on the cake, why I named myself that. She sounds like me. Her voice is like Bride of Chucky. and the woman who plays
that woman.
Jennifer Tilly,
Tilly.
she sounds like Renee Zellweger. And you know, the Bride of Chucky's name is Tiffany, and that's my real name. So
Whoa.
it was like meant to be, in my opinion.
It's all the pieces, and they're all coming together. Mm-hmm. Damn. When did you? Because that movie comes out early 2000s? We said.
Like 2003, I think it came out. Like I said, I was already a pageant girl. Like, musicals are my thing. I do musicals in real life. Like,
Well, did you have a different name when you do the pageants?
no, I just went by Tiffany.
So when you do
Contestant number, whatever.
Yeah.
The winner
When we go to 2019 then,
Yes.
when musical inclinations probably start, I mean, I guess I could even try and bridge a gap even before we get there. Like, was there any inclinations maybe like that you were thinking about wanting to do music
Not
before
even,
that?
no. I was going to say this literally, and I hate saying this because I know people who've been artists for their whole life are like, I've been singing since I was 2. And like they would think someone doesn't take it serious. But I literally did music because I had nothing to do. I was trying to find something to do with my time. When I got in trouble, I gave my kids to their dad. So I had literally just me. And I was like, I never been by myself before. So I was like, what do? You know what I mean? I had to stay at my brother's house because since drugs were involved in my charge, they took my cars and anything I couldn't prove I paid for without drug money, I got in trouble for. So I was homeless, all that shit. And I went to my brother's basement. Luckily, his wife she went to the Army. So he was there by himself too. So he was like, all right, come over. And then from there, I couldn't smoke in his house or do anything. So I just would go in the bathroom and smoke.
Allegedly.
Now, I'll be telling him this now, but I used to smoke in his bathroom because he worked overnight.
It's legal, yo. Come on.
And it was like more of a respect thing. I respect it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was breaking the rules
It's
at that
somebody's
time.
crib. It's like the rule of the crib kind of vibe.
And I always had my own crib since I was 17. So I was like...
Hey, because you were running away. You were like Princess Genevieve.
I was Princess Tiffany, no cap. But I was when I left my mom, like Princess Tiffany era was so different from Genevieve era.
Genevieve, that's what it was.
Genevieve was I don't like my mom, but I love my mom. But at that time, I was being very defiant.
Yeah, it sounds like teenage shit.
Everybody's gone
Wait,
through
yo, get off this, yo.
That Princess Tiffany era was I got my own crib.
You gotta back up.
I got my first crib at like 17 because I had a kid as a teenager.
So then being put in a situation where you kind of got to look at life and be like, shit, like, what choices do I make now? Like, where am I going to go from where I've been in a sense?
doing shit.
And then you just, in 2019, start making music.
I made that magic song because I needed some fucking magical miracle to happen to me.
That's perfect, actually. I was going to go, like, almost right through your discography.
Yeah.
Even before we get to, like, the singles themselves and the music, did you have the idea that Roxie Heart was going to be, like, your name? Like,
No.
Or did it just kind of come organically?
It just came because my brother Tony, when I told him I made a song, he was like, well, what are you going to call yourself? And I was like, that movie was on.
For real?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to call myself Roxie Heart, period.
Oh, that's interesting.
And he was like, that's perfect. Nobody knows the movie. Like, they know now because I make them know it. But
had you purposely put it on to, like, watch it or something?
nah, I came home from jail, nigga.
Oh, wow. So just on the TV and shit?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was like a TV, like on some TNT FX type
meant
of thing.
to be.
No, seriously. And I believe in that. So when I see it, I don't question certain things.
Was there, or were there any influences musically at the time? Like when you were, because it sounds like Life was kind of a huge influence, as it can be, but like in terms of like artists, were there any people you like kind of looked up to in a sense?
I don't look up to shit, but
like you might vibe.
I'm gonna say this
sonically.
during that time. The reason I made this song, and I just told the story the other day, Magic. I ain't gonna say too much, 'cause I'll get my ass in trouble. But I was listening to this song on The Wizard. Future just dropped The Wizard.
Oh yeah.
He has a song with Travis Scott. That's like back on the Forbes shit, crazy. I make more than Dwayne Wade, baby. That shit I had it on repeat. Magic is definitely my version of that. If you listen to it, you'll see the similarities. But that's what the first song was that. I was like, fuck it, I could do it. Because I listen to YSL and Future. That's just like my sound. I don't really listen to rap music very much. But like, if you go on my phone, it's gonna hold everything. I just got to meet him. Shout out to him. I love him. He's literally my favorite. Him and Future.
Yeah, I've been playing Future for.
Since Ain't No Way Around It, favorite song, first song I ever heard of Future.
I remember I heard Same Damn Time.
That's the same damn
no,
time.
maybe it was Pluto. What was
the
ever
whole
on
thing.
Pluto? But
Just that whole shit. He's been ill since he came out.
maybe it was this. Is Same Damn Time on Pluto? I think is first.
It could have been. We got to do our research.
And then
I wasn't really a fan like that, so I
Yeah.
seen him in concert when
Yeah.
he did the
I seen
Purple
him.
Sprite tour.
Wait, the
Or Purple
DS2?
Rain, Purple Rain.
Oh, Purple Rain.
Purple
That's what-
Rain
yeah,
tour.
yeah. Perky's calling.
Yes, and I just need a girlfriend, whatever. I went to that concert at Fox Woods, the Borough, Mohegan Sun, one of them fucking casinos.
Yeah, casino.
We was in the front row. Everything. I
Damn.
think I went blind. You see how these?
Yeah.
He was wearing white. All the lights were white. Bro, I went blind, but I was so lit. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I saw
This is
Future
awesome.
when DS2 came out. Dirty Sprite 2 came out.
He gave us a fucking lean cup because
yeah,
I got
he-
to meet him. I took a picture with him. I don't do concerts unless I go do the full thing.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Future, is Future tall? Picture him being like kind of tall. Did he,
He's a good 6'3" or something. I'm 5'6". With sneakers, I'm a good like 5'7". He definitely
You wearing like cowboy hats and shit. You look taller when you wear a cowboy hat too. Or he does. It's not a cowboy hat, but like he got like different.
He has dreads and shit. So you know when you get them different styles, it adds.
I be bumping so much Future. You just heard me bumping Young Thug a second ago too. So
the last one I did an interview with E-Double. He's like, how do you? Or he's like, what are your inspiration? And I said, Future, Coldplay, Maroon 5, Miguel. Gunna, like random people, but that's what I listen to. He's like, how the hell do you get that? I'm like, I'm a black girl in Maine, bro. That's what I listen to. Like, we listen to everything.
Coldplay be on the radio heavy out here.
My favorite song is Adventure of a Lifetime.
I like the piano when that clock
with
song.
The
it's
monkeys.
Like, it's like early Coldplay. They got a monkey. Is that a newer one?
No, this is old. The video is monkeys. Adventure Lifetime. It's like turn your magic on, magic again.
I ain't tapped into that.
I don't know. That's my shit, but that's like what I get faded.
I remember like early Millennium, escaping family like fights and hearing like Yellow by Coldplay in the background, feeling weird.
Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams is what I remember. Like I listen to everything, but I don't listen to everything because I do not like certain like that real hardcore rap.
But you still have influences that when you're kind of going out there. Might not be like anybody you're mirroring, but it's just kind of like
the vibe I like.
You're getting
That's
inspired.
why I'm like, you mix that smooth Miguel shit with that I don't care Future nonchalant shit with the vibey melodic Gunna YSL shit.
Future R&B crossovers.
Put that shit together.
The Weeknd and Future crossovers are really good.
Yeah.
I could talk about Future all day. I mean, I love Future.
I said, well, that's the inspo for the very first song and everything else.
Yeah.
Just the whole Atlanta sound I like that as far as rap goes.
It's very like kind of lush and there's a lot of melodic nature to it, even if the production is harder.
I think they like the ladies, like like they think about that. They think
1,000%.
When I make music, I think of who's listening to that shit, and I make it for them.
Yeah, if you can't have ladies dancing, then it's probably ain't gonna work.
I don't want to hear all that.
That's just how I view it.
Killing music, you know what I mean?
You need songs that people love. That's one thing that's like why we talked about Maya earlier. It's just like
the universal music.
It never gets out of style. It'll always be good. And today I was just playing like I forget the R&B joint, just like some Quincy Jones shit, some Bobby Womack, just a lot of old shit, some old Shay Leah, just like a lot of uplifting vocals. But let's talk about the vocals of Roxie Heart.
Period.
Magic is the first single that you dropped in 2019. I think another one was called Plug, and then maybe High Standards.
Those are the top 3.
Yeah.
Plug actually is my most streamed song still to right now, and it's crazy because I ain't gonna say I don't like my songs. I love all my songs, but I got more confident in my sound. So the early shit I don't really care to listen to. When I do, I'm like, oh, that's a good song. Like, that's a good song.
Yeah.
But then what's the first album? The first Muse.
Yeah, well, even before that, you had, I think, probably most of these singles getting put together, but the 1111 EP, I believe, as well.
That was in the middle.
Yeah, and then you have the first album, the Muse 1, because you also have the Muse 2. Let's talk about the Muse. What was your mindset like going into like your first full project?
I got that tattoo today.
Oh, yeah.
Because literally, I am the Muse. I really am. And you know, like if you say something about yourself, I'm like, yeah, I hear you. But you hear other people say it, it's like, okay, they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
So that's the compliment I got the most since I've been outside doing this is like, your energy is this. And you're so inspirational. And like, they just all say the same thing. Like, you inspire me to do some other shit. Even if you don't think you're that, you make me think I'm that. And that's why I like to be around you. So much that it kind of gets on my nerves because it's like people taken from me, even if it's unintentional. But that's like what my purpose is. I show I'm a mirror of people's best self, I feel like. Like Tiffany means manifestation of God. I think that's exactly what I am.
Oh, like the actual name, yeah.
My real name.
Reflection of what...
It means manifestation of God, so I'm God, and you know what I mean? And so are you. That's the point of it. And even Roxie, it means bright star. Like, I embody what I am. I am what I say I am, like Eminem said. And what y'all said, they all said that too. So that's how true it is. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I named it that. Because at that time, I felt like everyone was doing the things I was doing, but they would not give me credit for it. Not that I want it, but it's like, don't act like you don't know that you got it from me.
Yeah.
I don't mind helping everyone get to do, like, I'm solo. You see, I came here by myself. If I don't be by myself, my brother would be with me or like security. I don't go nowhere with nobody because I'm not sure about people no more.
Yeah.
I think that's why they're around me, because I'm the Muse. Like, I feel like they're around me to see what they could see, learn what they can learn, and go somewhere else with it. And act like they're that wherever the fuck they came from. So now nobody could be around me because I don't trust niggas or bitches.
At the time of that project, like, did you try and kind of, you think, put these themes into the music at all? Like,
Of course.
Because I forget exactly how many songs are on it, but it's a full-fledged like, album. Like, there's a lot.
7.
Yeah.
It goes 7. The first Muse is 7. The 1111 is 4 songs.
Mm-hmm.
The Muse 2 is double. It's 14.
Yeah, because you put in a lot of effort into like the music, and I'm assuming the Muse 2 also kind of embodies some of the same themes you're talking about here.
But even more. Like, the first Muse is, like I said, I had nothing to do but everything to do. And I didn't know what to do. So I was just doing shit. But, like, when I did that, I just wanted to see what I could do. I didn't know that I could sing good or... Like, I just know what I wanted the music to feel like. I never was like, I can sing. Like I said, I wasn't even comfortable with my voice. The second one is like, move. I'm high as shit, watch this. I gotta say something because this nigga pissed me off. Or, I'm fly as shit today, watch this. Or, oh, you're copying me, watch. Like, that's how it was. It was never like... I didn't plan none of this shit. That's what I be trying to tell people. I be really excited a lot of the time because I'm in shock and like awe of what's happening to me still right now.
I feel
that I'm from where I'm from, which is like the middle of nowhere. Like literally, I ran away from a lake house and just left everything in it. The clothes, the furniture, the nigga. Shit, I almost left the kids in that bitch. I was just like, I do not like how I feel here. I gotta go do something because there I feel like everyone tried to make me not me. That's why I didn't even know I could do this.
Yeah.
Like, and even if you do know, you don't, bring it fully out because everyone's like, why are you doing that? It's just, I don't want to hear you, so I don't do nothing.
Yeah, it's
then
a
I'm
lot
just
to
sitting
figure
there.
out who you are, especially without chatter from other people.
Yeah, so now but then you be by yourself a little too fucking much and then you start getting psychotic.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, bro, I had to leave that shit, even if it's the nicest place on earth, and it is. It was a brand new, nice 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, no neighbors. Sounds perfect till you're there alone and you're just overthinking everything. Like, how come I'm here alone? Where's the people that I thought it was bad to me? So like, and one of my newer shits, I'm like, my old life is your new life. That's not a flex, because that shit is not a flex to me. Like, I was miserable and the nicest shit. Fuck all that shit. I went and I sat outside on purpose and got uncomfortable on purpose to see what I could do, because I felt like I was so comfortable in being nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't like that shit, because I am somebody. But yeah, no, I don't know. I like the Muse 2 better than the Muse 1.
Did you notice, because I mean, it just sounds like there's a lot of life changes and, just, I don't want to say like heavy, but I think life is all about like kind of deep emotional themes at the true level when you're vulnerable with yourself as like a full being. And that being said, did you sense like any shift like from the first project to the second as yourself as an artist, like maybe more confidence, more understanding in a sense?
It's like both. Yes, I was more confident, but then I wasn't too, because it's like I'm about to tell my business.
Yeah, you get that vulnerability.
I'm about to tell my business. Like, I'm confident in how I sound. I sound good telling it, but damn, I'm about to tell my business and let everybody know how miserable I've been. Like, this nigga be cheating on me. Like, all that shit I'm talking about. That's not, my songs sound fun because the beats I pick, but they're really sad songs. So, like, when I be performing them, sometimes I be about to cry. I've cried sometimes and people don't notice. Or they're like, what the fuck, bitch? You, like, your song is like a dance song. And I'm like, the song's called You Don't Love Me Back, bro.
Yeah. Well, talking about, like, Future so much. I think you talk about shit that knocks, that is just sad music. Future is the perfect embodiment of that, in my opinion.
He just gets so high, it sounds beautiful.
It's like Cody and Crazy is
I was
heartbreaking.
literally about to say Cody
That
Crazy.
shit is heartbreaking,
Like,
bro.
literally, it's like, damn.
Boy, that bubbly.
It's like that,
Boy,
like,
that
people,
muddy,
they
yo.
glamorizing it.
It's not.
almost.
It's sad. Future's like, yo, I'm addicted. I don't really love this, bro. I'm like in this. It's what it is.
You guys just like me like this. That's, I was like, I don't know if you've listened to it, even though I know you've learned the titles and things, but if it wasn't my album, and I don't even say this about the first one or the 1111 shit, this second Muse, if it wasn't me, that shit would still be on repeat. Still right now, I listen to that shit every day.
Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite project of yours, honestly.
Like, it's so beautiful to me because it's real time. A lot of those, there's a few, like my intro, I'm making a song, guys, we're live. I was live making that shit. A lot of, you can hear my voice, I'm about to cry in a lot of them songs. I was faded or crying. I sat in that studio for days, and I didn't even know them niggas. Like, that's why I always give them a lot of respect, even when I don't speak to them for a long time. Because the time that they met me, they didn't know shit about me before. They met me right in the moment. The day I made You Don't Let Me Back is the day I met the studio people. I just met them at nighttime, and that shit happened in the morning. They looked out for me like they knew me their whole fucking life. and they watched me go through like my depression and just like losing everything by choice. Some of it not by choice, but like losing all the material shit and then like losing my mind. Literally, they just let me make the music. The first time they heard, I paid for a couple of songs in the beginning, and then when the person who owned the studio came and he heard my shit, he was like, "Yo, don't charge her. You make whatever you want."
Is this like the stuff you were making in
The
2024?
Muse too. All this, the Muse too.
What studio was it?
It's called Chicken Room Studios in Brighton, Mass. And I literally,
Oh, yeah, I know Brighton. That's like just a little bit west of Boston.
I think it's right by Cambridge and shit. Like, I met them not even on the music shit. I met them just because me and my friend was going nuts. But it turned out like I made You Don't Let Me Back and Price Tag the same day. Not with them. I made You Don't Let Me Back with John Zebley.
Yeah, because I wanted to talk about some
He's
of the
the best.
2024 stuff, because I think this year already in 2024,
What did I put out in?
you've dropped How Deep, I believe.
I would say that's Rude Boy. Rude Boy is one of the people. He's the engineer for a lot of the whole music other than what John did.
Hell yeah. And
He
then
did a lot of
obviously we got to talk about You Don't Love Me Back. That was this honestly like the song I feel like that's really blown up maybe the most like this year
Yeah,
for you.
that got me the deal. That got me my record deal with Empire and 1200
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Um,
But that's not my favorite song. It's my favorite song for what it's done for me, but it's not my favorite song to listen to.
yeah.
That's literally I hate it.
Does it kind of suck to bring up those feelings again in a sense?
Well, yeah, because then there's that misconception that you care about that shit now, and I don't.
That's the thing. Like in that moment when you make it, you need to. I don't want to project, but like as an artist,
but
too,
yeah,
I
that's why
write,
I did it.
You got to get it out, but
This
it
is the
doesn't mean
thing
you're always
that
like
I
that.
give and that's why I don't like people. Once they heard it right now, they're like, "Oh, are you okay?" Like, bitch, that shit's old.
Yeah.
But like,
Just because you heard it now doesn't mean I'm still
yeah,
like that.
I don't give a fuck. That was my like releasing moment, making that song, and I definitely don't talk to the nigga now. But that day that I found out, I knew he was cheating on me. I was pregnant though when I found out. I never seen it in my face. Damn. That day, I seen it in my face, and I just went nuts that day. And I just already had studio time the next morning, and John's very serious.
John Zebley.
John Zebley is very, very serious, and he's very about his shit. And I don't like to waste his time. I don't like to make him feel like I'm playing around, because he went to school for this shit. I've known him since he went to school for this shit. I know he takes it serious.
Yeah.
He wanted to go back home to his wife
name has
and
been
his
dropped
kid.
a good amount. He records a lot of people.
Almost everyone. If you are an artist in Maine, you went there at least once. Whether it was when he was in Wyndham at Anchor Studios or down in Lewiston.
It wasn't Halo. What's the other place I'm thinking of? You said
Anchor.
Anchor.
Yeah, it was Anchor in Wyndham. That's where I made the first Muse with him. And then I just feel like he be getting annoyed with me. Maybe he doesn't, and it's just his personality. But after You Don't Love Me Back, and I told him like, hey, I got a record deal from the song we made, bro. Like, he don't even care. He's like, oh, well, that has nothing to do with me. You paid me already to make the song. I'm like, John, you sure? Like, I can write you in on something. He didn't care. He didn't want anything. But it's just like this respect. My type of music maybe isn't his type of music for real. He's in it for the, he likes doing the engineering stuff. But he helped me become kind of what I am as far as the sound wise, because he'll keep on saying, that sounds bad, Roxie. And that's how You Don't Let Me Back came out. It was not written.
So Zebley and you were fine-tuning that one.
It was an accident. I went there to sing. On my album, there's a song called Hourglass. I went to record that song. That song I actually wrote. And I couldn't hit the high notes because I was screaming and fighting from finding out he cheated on me.
Cords,
yeah. So he was like, listen, Roxie, you sound bad. Like, you have another song you want to try or something? I didn't have another song, but I had that
That's pretty
beat.
important, not to interrupt you, but like saying, it's like to tell an artist that, yo, you're saying working
That's what I'm
today,
saying. He's mad serious. He's like, listen.
You need motherfuckers like that, though, to have the truth in it. Like you said, the Muse. Sometimes you have to have that truth right there, though.
Because otherwise, we will never get better if everyone's just like, yeah, that's cool.
Just rip the Band-Aid off. Be like, this ain't it today.
He's like,
What's
listen,
next?
either come back another time or make something else. And I didn't have nothing else written, but I listened to that beat on the way down. And I was like, all right, can you play this? Just give me like 15 minutes. I'm live. I always go live when I'm recording a song. This guy.
On like the IG.
On Facebook or Instagram. So I'm on Facebook Live this time, and the person I'm arguing with is in my comments. And that's why I started singing that, because the last word he said to me was, I was like, oh, that's your bitch? He was like, yeah. I was like, so you don't love me? And he was like, no. And it was in the middle of the street, and I was just like, okay. And that's when I got tapped. After that, I ran down, whatever. But we won't even talk about that. But then that's like when he was talking shit, I was like, I told you that I love you, but you don't love me back. Like, literally, that's like, it's very little words I was just repeating myself a lot.
Yeah, it's very visceral.
He was snitching on me, like telling people my business. I'm like, you telling on my business, got you looking like a rat. You don't love me. You just like when I be arching on my back. You be hitting it from the back. That's all you like. Like, that's all you like. You don't love me. And when I realized that, I stopped loving him. Fuck him. I hate you.
Hey, well, shout out music for the emotional
No, seriously.
release it can give.
It made me so happy that the song sounded so good. I did not care about that shit no more. And then, when I made that song, March 28th, 2020, whatever, 4. And then I left, and that's when I ran away from home, that same night. Boom. I'm rolling. I don't want to stop rolling because I'm sad as shit. I'm like, where can you get something? She's looking for me, and then she finds these people. And then the people they were with was the studio people.
Oh, damn.
And that's how I met them. And then they left us somewhere. They left us at another studio.
That's wild.
And I was the only one awake still because I was rolling. And so was the producer. And I was like, can I make a song real quick? I'm like, it don't even got to sound good. I just want to get it out of my head.
Yeah.
And he was like, whatever. I sang Price Tag. One take, swear to God, in that nigga's living room. It was like an Airbnb.
Damn.
Same night as You Don't Let Me Back. That's one of my favorite songs. You can tell when you hear my voice, they're both the same type of raspy.
So it's very like cathartic and like in the moment when you're making music, like what you're going through is definitely sounds like channeled into the actual recording a lot of the times.
Yeah, with art in general, like I'm a painter. Before, like I said, I didn't speak, so I would paint pictures. I only do anything kind of, unfortunately, when I'm upset, because people don't listen to me when I talk because I talk so low. So I would do other things to try to make them pay attention, whether I paint a cool-ass picture or a sad-ass picture. Like, why is it look like that? Now you're getting me talking and you're going to listen because you asked me. Or if I make a song, somebody will listen to see if you sneak diss them before they listen to you tell them directly what the fuck you don't like about them. So if I said, yo, hey, I don't like when you do that to me. No, I don't hear you. If I make a song and other people will say, yo, she said this about you.
Yeah.
Now you're paying attention. Now you're, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a different thing. Like, I just figured that that's my loophole. You want to know what I'm going to say, so you say. I don't feel that. I just do my own thing, but I try to ignore shit most times, so I don't have mad stuff.
Yeah.
I only record stuff when something happens. Shit been happening, I don't know.
Truth.
I'm about to drop something, though, some new shit.
Oh, nice. I was going to say, can emotional turmoil create good art sometimes, you think?
It does. It's not sometimes. That's what it do.
I think it's important to remember. Pain is, for me, pain is why I write a lot. I write a lot, like, just to myself, like, in books and notebooks, and I'm just like, I got so much on my brain, I just gotta do something with it. I can't keep it in.
Yeah, I have to. And if I don't tell, I don't even care about telling somebody. I just want to say it.
I just want to create
so I can know that it makes sense to me. Like, the other week I got in a car accident, and I feel like I jumped time realms. I keep telling everybody that shit.
Oh, yeah, I be like that all the time. Don't even get me started on
Yo,
time.
it freaked me the fuck out because I can't even explain it. We'll be here all day and night. But literally, it freaked me out. But that's when I'm like, okay, this shit is a game. This is a game. Play this shit. Like, you gotta play. You can't just be sitting down. Like, sitting down is losing. You have to be doing something.
I'm going to stand up right now.
Like, staying still, like being complacent.
No, I mean, yeah, everything's moving.
Like,
Everything
even if it's
is
just
moving.
your brain moving and no one can see it, because that's what I struggle with. People will be like, you're not never doing nothing. But they don't know in my head, I'm coming up with this shit right here. Look at this shit right here. This Roxie Heart shit.
You got to channel a lot of that.
It's like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, it's not for you to know. I know exactly what I'm doing. Even if I don't know what I'm doing, like, I do nothing and let my body, like, go with the flow. It's so irresponsible. It's really so irresponsible to do that. But like I said, I have a different set of circumstances. I don't have my children full time, and I'm alone a lot of the time. It's like nothing to do but wing it and see where life's gonna take you.
Flow state. I think life's fun when you're just in the moment, taking it as it's unfolding. You know, like
It is, especially when you understand it though. Like if you're going through shit, you don't understand it. You're scared. You're panicking.
That's a different.
Now that
beast.
I understand life, this shit do not scare me. Like,
Yeah, when the chaos is like kind of pushing you back
I
instead
love
of
saying
pushing
that. I
you
never
forward,
even said
you know?
that out loud, but for real, that shit don't scare me no more. I used to be so scared to like. I always had friends. I always had someone around me. I'm always alone now. If you see me with people, it's because I'm literally doing something. Like I'm with them for a reason.
Well, speaking of being around people, there's a hair like in my eye. I can't.
It's the cats. No, Sam.
Where is this motherfucker? I'm trying to get the hair off my my hat right now. Podcast people, I'll stop. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but I wanted to delay until it kind of was more organic in the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people at the Maya concert.
Oh, it's so awesome.
So what was that like? Was that probably the biggest show you've ever done in terms of like crowd size? How many people
It was
was there?
sold out. I don't know how many people, but I know that it was.
It's at the
It was Hampton Beach,
Yeah.
Bernie's Beach Bar, and the crazy thing is, I performed there a long time ago, when I was nobody, and I sang like it was during 11/11 time, and I went there. It was a crowd, but it wasn't like this. Like that show was the most funnest, amazing. I wore a bathing suit. Like that outfit is a bathing suit. I didn't put my outfit on because it started to rain.
Yeah.
And there was nobody else. It was me, her, and there was a guy. What the hell? And there was one guy in between us. I think they threw him on so that there could be a man there.
Mm-hmm.
But like, gotta have a 20-30 minute set.
Oh, that's a solid set.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was so excited. I got to do like 5 songs, and I was like, damn, this is make or break, because can you do 5 songs? I'm like, I haven't done 5 songs in a show ever. No one wants to hear you that long when you're a local artist, you know what I mean? So like, the people there just assumed I was famous already because I was there with her. So that was so fun, because when I was done, like, you can literally see my excitement. The videos, when I'm walking the stage, I'm like, oh my god, you guys are so beautiful. Because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't barely see anybody, but I seen some people in there that I went to school with. Like, even if they never acknowledged they were there, and I would never point it out to them, but I know I saw them, and they saw me, and maybe they didn't know I was going to be there, but I know you heard it on the radio. But yeah, no, it was really fun. Like, it was like, oh, this is what you did this for. This accident turned into this. It's not an accident, bro. Look at this. I just was making sure I did not bust my ass, and I know people were like, damn, she's stiff. She's stiff. Like, no.
Was it slippery because of the rain?
It was a thunderstorm on a beach in the summertime.
That's probably.
And I had high
slippery.
heels on. Once I seen the rain, I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, you can't be stepping.
All I could do was just keep walking back and forth. I'm like, and that's all I kept thinking in my head. There was a dull moment in the show when I was singing Yellow Brick Road. It's my favorite song. But I feel like there's always a dull moment in there because I say Yellow Brick Road so much. But like, because that's where I'm supposed to be dancing. Or like the dancers are supposed to be dancing or something.
Yeah.
But like, it was raining and ain't nobody dancing. So I'm just singing it like over, and I don't know. I just felt like they was getting bored with me for a second. But then I picked it back up. But like, everything is don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. And she got on and killed it. And just after that, when I was in the crowd, they were like, are we allowed to take pictures with you? Are we allowed to talk to you? And I'm like, bro, I live up the street. Bro. Like, this is awesome. I'm like, you have no clue. Like, I probably know you for real. Like, but it was fun. Best memory, hands down, of 2024.
That's awesome. Because you've had a pretty busy year. Shout out Maya. Shout out
her.
early 2000s R&B forever. It's very healing music.
Everyone knew every word. It was just like, that's what I aspired to be. Like, when I seen her, like the admiration for, like, she's like 40 something.
She's still killing it, yes.
She looks exactly the same. She danced.
How's her voice sound? Was it
You know,
still?
everything, like, I can't, she sound like her songs. She could dance still. She looked good in her body. I think she looked better because her ass is fatter. No disrespect, but she looked good. And just like, she knows how to perform. And I'm like, I need to learn that shit. Like the crowd control. Like, I almost had it, but I kind of lost it. But I'm going to get it back.
Yeah.
But like, she never lost it. They were
Practice,
so
yeah.
mesmerized by
Maya's
her.
like a legend, yo.
That's her. And then, I saw Gunna the other day.
Yeah, you've seen all your favorites.
Bro, I about died because he gave me a flower, and I was just like, oh my god, he has no idea that I like listen to him every day, all day. If I'm not listening to me, I'm listening to Gunna. Period. I know I get on everyone's nerves. They be like, put on something else. I'd be like, get out of my car, because it's him for me. Like, I don't know, not even on some I like him. Like as an artist and one that's been to jail, all that type of shit. Watching him do that show he just did at MGM in Fenway.
Oh, yeah.
He had no openers. He took no breaks. Had no supporting people, no dancers, none of that. It was literally just him and a microphone. And the crowd would not stop going crazy the whole
Oh, yeah,
time.
because that's like that's the new venue down in Boston. Yeah, that venue's nice.
Right across, it's right
From
by
House
this-
of Blues.
right across from House of Blues. And it was just beautiful to watch. He seemed so happy. Like, you could feel that shit. Like, especially when everyone's been calling him a snitch. And he's obviously been vindicated. He's not a snitch. Shout out to Jeffrey and him.
Yeah, shout out Young Thugs
Like,
out of prison.
literally.
Shout out that. Yeah.
Well, that's all. I already knew. I never stopped listening to him through the whole thing. Like, I really fuck with him. If you can ask anyone, they're like, she will not stop playing this dude. favorite song is Argentina and Hell of a Price because it says Roxie in it. It's my favorite. But he smiled at me even if he doesn't think he did because he had glasses on. He gave me a flower. I'd love to do a song with him. That shit would be
Yeah, actually, that's a perfect. That's
like almost the illest mesh right there.
You had a perfect segue because I do rapid fire questions if you're
That's
down
cool.
to do some quick
I
ones.
do rapid fire answers.
And the first one I was gonna ask was dream collaboration. So it sounds like
Gunna and Miguel, hands down.
you could do 3 of you on a song. Have Miguel do the hook.
Like that would be the firest mix, bro. Like I don't know. They said they could get me a song with Miguel
Cash Cobain beat.
on Dogs. Miguel on one of those would just be fire.
I remember. Do you remember when Adorn came out?
Yes, that's when I liked him.
That shit was. I was like,
He can
okay.
sing so beautifully. And my favorite album of his, War and Leisure, the when he has Skywalker. If that, I'll listen to that fucking
Dodge a
album
ball
front
like
to
a-
back.
Yeah.
Quick to dead bull like a
Didn't he
matador.
kick some lady in the face
Yes,
when he
he
jumped
did.
over the stage? That's
Don't do
good.
my friend. Don't do my friend. Yes, he did. And he said sorry. I think he paid her some money too. But that shit was a wild video.
Reconstructed her jaw, man.
That would be awesome.
Some
If they
Steve
ever
Madden
see
boots.
this shit, that would be so awesome. Roxie, Gunna, Miguel.
Yo, have you ever heard actually about there's these two cats from the West Coast. One raps, one produces, called Blue and Exile.
No.
They're like kind of deep, like kind of underground hip hop stuff from the early-ish 2000s. I bring them up because I actually got into Miguel first because he's from the West Coast.
Yeah.
He would do some songs with them, and I was like, this motherfucker's got great hooks. Like he's singing on the bridges really well. And then like Adorn comes out, and I was like, wait, this is the same Miguel,
And he
yo?
was on Making the Band, one of the Making the Bands.
Oh yeah, really?
Yes, when he was like bald-headed, Adorn Miguel, literally a
I
short
didn't
thing.
know that, yo.
Yeah, and his wife is bad. I think they got a divorce, but Nazanin, yes.
Hate to see it. Oh, actually, this is rapid fire, yo. We gotta keep
What
going.
else? Y'all said don't take a pause. What's up?
Favorite time of day to record?
6:30 in the morning.
Second favorite color?
Purple.
Maine food spot shout out.
They ain't noticed my last shout out, but Savage Barbecue, I love your mac and cheese.
Didn't they just close?
I hope they didn't, did they?
You know Salvage closed?
No wonder they didn't respond.
All these places is closing.
Well,
yo.
next in line is High Roller, the lobster place. I fuck with them. They lobster lollipops is bussin'.
Oh yeah, the lobster pot when you put a little butter.
I've been there like 3 times now. Once the day I went on the radio station, and then I've been going there.
I think
bringing
that's when
people there.
Nico Brown. We had Nico Brown here last
Oh,
time.
I know who that is.
Yeah, he's definitely. You probably seen his face. He's out here. He's been out here forever.
For a long time.
But he shouted
GGKG.
them out too.
Does he have to do with Tree? I feel like I know him because of Tree.
Maybe.
GGKG, get green, keep green.
Maybe.
Long time ago. They're
I don't
from
want to be
Jersey.
incorrect.
Yeah, I feel like that's why he's my friend on Facebook and the blog.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exact. I can't. I
Rest
feel
in peace to him. No cap.
I feel so
like
serious.
He def passed away. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah,
the blog.
yeah,
But he
Nico-
used to always.
He was just saying that.
When I first started music, he hit me up a few times, and he
'cause
passed shortly after
they
that.
were active out here, like doing
A
a lot
lot,
of
doing,
community outreach.
Cable TV, they had a show on there. They were doing a lot of stuff.
All right. But speaking of cable, speaking of rapid fire, favorite cartoon,
Bob's Burgers,
favorite place you perform live,
Hot Beach Bash 5,
main artist you want to shout out.
Tony Tellum. That's my bro. Nah, but if we're not talking about family, though, I do want to shout out. There's this girl, I don't really know her very well, but I've seen her stuff, and I think I like it. Her name is Bouger or something like that. And I seen her on, I don't even know where I seen her, but I seen her, and I think she's so cute. She's like 20 or something.
Singing, rapping.
She does rap more. She raps more.
Jay, get tapped in, yo.
I'm trying to think where.
Actually, I have sometimes if I see like names, I'll like kind of screenshot them and put them in my list. I wonder if that's one because it does ring a bell too. There's so much. I mean, the thing
drawing a
about
blank right
there's
now.
so many people, especially youngins, man. Like the technology. Like I feel like 'cause you're closer to my age.
They probably don't even know who the fuck I am, but I seen them on one of the interview platforms I did a long time ago when I first started. I
Yeah.
cannot think off the top of my head, and it's pissing me off because they're very important. And he does kind of what you do, but not so in depth. He like just does his own thing without people, but
Yeah.
he put her on there, and I think she's cute, and she could probably go somewhere for sure.
Tremendous. Well, yeah, you'll tap me into the music, so I ain't heard. Yo, speaking of rapid fire questions, what's a goal you still have as an artist?
Just to get them good features. Like, I have a radio hit, but I'm not charting yet, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be on Billboard. I don't care if it's 100. I want to be on the 100 list, even if it's 100. That's on my vision board. I'm going to get that. I just need
2025.
Maine to support more. I feel like they do like not out loud.
It's tough. It's real weird out here. It's like
Half the state don't really know me, and the part of the state that does, they don't know me from music, and the people who know me from music, they're like, you're from Boston.
yeah. I mean, I just feel like as long as people keep going to shows, as long as keep people spreading music, keep doing shit like we doing here,
It'll get out there. No, everything is happening and very good. Honestly, this is fast. I started 2019.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I took a hiatus for years. I guess I just had a baby and shit. Like, I took a hiatus for years. I went to jail, and I came back out and did this shit now. I think I'm moving actually pretty fast.
That's quick for show. Favorite horror movie?
Any Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Final rapid fire question.
Dun, dun, dun.
If you could combine any two animals, what would they be?
I would combine a human and I'm a centaur. I'm a Sagittarius. We're already combined. That's the animal I would make.
Like a ram?
It's like it's a mythical creature, I guess, but it's like a horse mixed with.
Oh, the centaur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Sag. That's our.
That'd be kind of.
We're half beast, half human.
That's not what it is, right? That's a centaur. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the horse and.
And a human.
It kind of freaked me out when you see a centaur. Like,
I seen one. I'm gonna tell you this.
Where'd you see a centaur?
When I was in LA, when I first moved to Hollywood, of course, we was outside the Target, and I literally have a snap of me saying this, but I was so nervous to go up to it because I didn't know if it was a real thing or if they were from a set of a movie.
It sounds like a movie thing, right?
I seen them in front of Target talking to a regular person, so I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know.
Wait, no, you tell me.
I'm gonna show you the fucking video.
It was somebody in a costume, right?
It was very realistic. So in my snap video, I'm like, guys, I think I'm looking at a real Sagittarius, but I'm scared to go up to it.
Damn.
And I'm one of them. But like, I was scared. It definitely had to be. We was in LA. It had to be for a movie.
It had to be. Maybe no. It was the first real one. Well, all I know is
it could have been that. I feel like I'm special.
You could have created it. An apparition of the mud.
Manifestation of God.
Exactly.
And all that stuff. What
you
else?
survived the rapid fire. You survived the rapid fire happily.
Awesome.
We're winding down here. We've been talking for 56 minutes.
Yeah, I could talk. Don't get me going. I'm happy. It's like because I like my voice now. I be trying to hear it.
There you go. Self-love. Let's see. Well, as we have reflected on the past and some of the current happenings here in 2024, what's next for Roxie Heart?
Just more videos. My You Don't Let Me Back video gets to come out on my birthday, December 14th. And it's awesome because my song came out the week of my birthday last year. Everything happened to me literally. It was the best birthday present for 30. So that's about to come out. It's directed by Always Risk Things, or Art as he likes to go by. I'm mad excited. I shot it like everywhere. Kind of how I'm just being random now. I went all through Boston and just was like doing shit. Talking to people. I went in the casino. I went to somebody's house. I don't know. I was in the apartment building.
Encore. It
was very fun. So I haven't seen it yet myself. But he just keeps sending me clips. Other than that, there's the merch. I got my rock and roll pre-rolled spliffs. I got my clothing line, High Standards, which is why I made that song. It's like a theme song for my clothing brand. Roxie Runts the Strain. I don't know. I'm always doing something. Just tap in. Roxie Heart.
Staying moving.
The Muse 3 is coming out in Twin Flame Volume 1 with Rude Boy.
Oh, it's 2 new projects.
2.
Damn.
This one's all features. Me and him, we're both Sagittarius. And we made all them ill-ass songs, so I'm dropping. We have 3 volumes. I'm a
Dual centaurs. You should get a centaur on the cover.
It's 3 arrows. It's really like the archer, free spirit.
Yeah.
So it's like a play on that. But
that's cool.
Yeah, we're about to shoot the video to Sneaky Link. We're about to do a lot of stuff. I'm very active. The more happy I get, the more active I am. And I'm in that mood right now. It's Sag season. It's the 4th quarter.
It's a good time of year to be active. You'll keep it moving, keep the energy. Go chase that sunlight while we got it.
It's in me.
Contact, socials, email. Like, where can people reach you? What's the best place for business inquiries?
Come on my phone. No, so I don't have a manager, actually. I do all this stuff by myself. Like, the label helps from time to time, but mostly with just You Don't Love Me Back stuff. So Roxie Heart does Roxie Heart stuff. So you can just Instagram Roxie Heart Official. My TikTok is Real Roxie Heart. Everything else is that Roxie Heart. Just don't spell it like the Chicago lady.
It's with an E.
Yes, like the heart, like the one in your body, because that's what I got, a lot of heart. So that's the only difference. But
tremendous.
That's how you reach me.
Stupendous.
There's a Linktree link on my Instagram bio that's linked to everything else. All my music videos is on YouTube. Music's on Apple Music and everywhere else. It's going to be on in your car if you buy my album for $12.93.
Buy the album. Support.
I'll say all direct proceeds go to me.
Hearing
and my
that, yo,
children's.
way more than just streaming it. Especially if the internet goes down. Don't you want to own it?
Don't you want to own it?
That's the
And
way
I
to
was
do it.
thinking about doing a giveaway because I'm about to reach 5,000 followers on Instagram finally,
Nice.
which I started at 1,200 when I started doing music. So all these followers is from Roxie Heart.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to reach 1,000 on TikTok, which I just started fucking with TikTok. I'm going to give away a hard copy, like a vinyl
Oh, that'd be sick.
of
Yeah.
the albums. I don't have a record player, but I always wanted one. Maybe I'll get one so I can hear it on there. But
Yeah.
one of those, some merch, because I'm happy that people support me. I just need some more support. If I gotta give y'all some stuff, here you go, smoke a blunt
There
and
we
support
go.
some more.
One hand washes the other.
And both hands wash the face. Rest in peace to Pro. He taught me that.
Well, we're just about here. We have one final question we
What's
ask everybody. Before that, just got to shout out Yardy Ting for sponsoring this podcast.
Shout out to them.
I love Yardy Ting. Shout out Willow Picks for shooting and setting up all the lighting and everything, editing. Shout out Soto on the instrumental to this podcast. And shout out Shot by Tristan on the video introduction. But before we fully disappear into the night, Roxie Heart. Where will Roxie Heart be 1 year from now?
Shit. I'm not a future teller, but I do think I will be on the Billboard, finally. I feel like my song's gonna chart. I feel like I got one here. I'll be with my kids looking like, look, mommy did. Look what mommy did. That's how I'll be in a year.
Beautiful.
Shout out to Jewels. That's my son, Jewels. And Jason and Karina and Mateo and Charm, baby Charm. Those are all my kids. And I'm literally doing this shit for them so they can have a cool story to tell about their mom.
It's beautiful. Shout out the kids. Shout out family.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Hey,
It's been fun telling
thanks for stopping by. Shout out Roxie
telling some
Heart.
stuff. I love it.
That's what we're here for. We're here to represent the artists, trying to be journalistic.
Yes.
But also casual and fun, and that's why it's one final shout out to Yardy Ting. Infinite love to them. They're at the first floor of the public market here in Monument Square. Just go run up a bag, please, for me. You know, next time you're hungry, just do it. Tuesday through Saturday. Shout out the cat. Fuck white supremacy. Take care of each other. Solidarity. Solidarity.
On dog.